So, TikTok users in China are spilling the tea on a well-kept secret in the fashion world. Many luxury brands actually manufacture their products in China. This revelation is causing quite a stir, especially since these brands often boast about their European craftsmanship and heritage. For years, shoppers believed that buying a luxury item meant getting something made with the finest materials and techniques, often in Italy or France. But now, thanks to these TikTok exposés, the truth is out. Your expensive handbag might have been made in the same factory as its much cheaper inspired by counterpart. This revelation is particularly damaging because luxury brands rely heavily on their image of exclusivity and prestige. The perception that their products are made with superior craftsmanship in Europe justifies their high prices. Customers are willing to pay a premium for the assurance of quality and exclusivity. However, these TikTok videos are shattering that illusion. The discovery that these brands are using Chinese factories isn't the shocking part. It's an open secret that many global brands, including luxury ones, have outsourced manufacturing to China to cut costs. The real surprise is the brazen way these factories are now being exposed on social media and the potential consequences for these luxury giants. The question on everyone's mind is, will this exposure force luxury brands to rethink their manufacturing practices and be more transparent about their supply chains? Or will they find new ways to protect their carefully crafted image? Only time will tell. But one thing is for sure, the luxury fashion industry will never be the same. Another layer to this unfolding drama is the revelation of first copy products. These aren't your average knockoffs sold on street corners. Imagine this, the same factory in China that produces handbags for, say, Gucci, also churns out identical versions, using the same premium materials and techniques, but without the Gucci logo. These first copy bags are then sold at a fraction of the original price. The existence of first copy goods isn't new. However, the TikTok exposé reveals the extent to which these factories operate and their direct connection to luxury brands. This revelation is a double whammy for luxury brands. Not only are they exposed for manufacturing in China, but their carefully cultivated aura of exclusivity is also under threat. The availability of near-identical first copy products raises questions about the value proposition of luxury goods. Why should someone spend thousands of dollars on a branded handbag when they can get a virtually indistinguishable version for a fraction of the price? This dilemma strikes at the heart of the luxury industry, which thrives on selling aspiration and exclusivity. The rise of first copy goods poses a significant challenge for luxury brands. They need to find ways to justify their high prices and maintain their brand value in the eyes of consumers who are now privy to the realities of their manufacturing practices. This could involve a greater emphasis on craftsmanship, heritage and storytelling, or a shift towards more ethical and sustainable practices. The luxury industry is at a crossroads, and its future will depend on how it adapts to this new reality. The timing of these TikTok revelations is no coincidence. The ongoing trade war between the United States and China, marked by tit-for-tat tariffs, has created an environment where such exposures are seen as fair game. When former President Trump imposed a hefty 145% tariff on Chinese goods, China retaliated with its own 125% tariff on US products. This trade war, instead of bringing jobs back to America as intended, seems to have inadvertently opened a Pandora's box of secrets within the fashion industry. These TikTok exposés are, in a way, China's way of hitting back, albeit indirectly. By revealing that luxury brands heavily rely on Chinese manufacturing, these videos chip away at the prestige these brands have carefully built over decades. This situation puts China in a precarious position. While exposing luxury brands might seem like a win in the short term, it could harm China's reputation as a manufacturing hub for high-quality goods in the long run. The trade war has inadvertently turned the spotlight on the often opaque world of luxury manufacturing. Consumers are now more aware of the complex global supply chains behind their favorite brands. This increased scrutiny could lead to more transparency and ethical sourcing practices in the fashion industry, which would be a positive outcome. However, it remains to be seen whether these changes will be driven by genuine concern for ethical practices or simply a desire to protect brand image. The trade war has undoubtedly shaken things up, and the long-term consequences for both luxury brands and China's manufacturing sector are yet to be fully understood. The impact of these TikTok revelations is far-reaching. Brands like Dior, whose knitwear and cardigans are reportedly made by Beyond Garments in Hangzhou, and Lancome, which allegedly shares a manufacturing partner with Dior, Tai Ho Group, are facing a PR nightmare. Consumers, especially in emerging markets like China and India, where luxury brands are experiencing rapid growth, might start questioning their purchasing decisions. This situation presents a dilemma for both luxury brands and China. Brands risk losing the trust and loyalty of their customers, especially if they continue to be opaque about their manufacturing practices. On the other hand, China risks losing its grip on a lucrative industry if luxury brands decide to shift their production elsewhere to save face. The stakes are high for everyone involved. The luxury fashion industry thrives on perception. The allure of a luxury brand lies in its image of exclusivity, heritage, and superior quality. These TikTok revelations, fueled by the US-China trade war, have dealt a significant blow to that carefully constructed image. Whether the industry can recover from this PR crisis and regain the trust of its consumers remains to be seen. One thing is certain: these revelations have ushered in a new era of transparency and accountability for the luxury fashion industry. The days of shrouded supply chains and vague claims of European craftsmanship are over. Consumers are demanding more transparency, and brands that fail to adapt risk being left behind in this rapidly changing landscape.